Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. For Switch, with the Japanese voices enabled. In the last video we found our boy Zeke and we were able to add him as a party member. But more importantly, we went through the storyline some more to try and unlock some stuff, and we learned that Bana is up to something bad. That's something that we may have to worry about. So yeah, that's an important thing that we have to worry about. Since Zeke is a new party member, we've gone ahead and swapped him out for Rex, although I feel like Rex will always find a way to force himself into battle. I'm making sure he's prepared with items anyway, just in case. We left off doing quests for Sniffly, and I got some decent items, so we're gonna spam them so we can get his requirement done. These will give you massive chunks of progress, although it seems like the rare ones don't give you as much as I thought. Maybe I should have just done normals. Oh well. That should be good enough for setting up good lineup to open shop with. Thank friends, that's except one more pound. Maybe friends can help. Couldn't line up of products enough for decent opening. Probably able to make a bit of money, but lineup still lacking in impact. Need keyed item that will cast shy of customer. Specific fake, try to get hands on metal brooch. It's apparently very popular item with soldiers around here. It's here, details. Sniffy never heard of metal brooch before, so not sure why it's so valuable. Sniffy try to see soldiers for details, but they're not telling. Say it's too dangerous for no pod to collect. Hope you don't think this is a job that Zeke and Air can handle. Thanks friends for help. 10 metal brooch should be enough. Soldiers can't stop talking about them. Oh, okay, what are you after? Alright, the metal brooch, as I told the Nopon about. Yeah, those tend to get washed up on the shore near here. The one with a view of Triagile. Cool thing about them is you could use them as the ultimate piece of in the Dueling Kingdoms board game. It's a local rule around here, but not something official. As you see here, there isn't much civilization here on Temperia, so we're starved for things to do. Things we brought with us are one of the few forms of entertainment we have. Hit bored just playing them over and over, so we started adding new rules to keep them interesting. Classy stuff. Anyway, if those Nopons start selling metal brooches, I reckon they'll sell. Oh, like nobody's business. But there are nasty monsters up on a coast where they watch up, so I told the Nopon not to go looking. It'd be right shame around here if they came all the way here just to become Macho Chow. Should be able to take care of yourself, so by all means head down to that coast and have a look around. Turtle, we can't make promise. Exactly. You're wondering why we aren't picking up the other quests? We're trying to focus on one at a time, if we can. That's one thing I've noticed. Whenever I've been doing side quests, sometimes not focusing on one at a time can be kind of tricky. Okay, so what he means by dangerous, he means by level 50 monsters versus all 50. I just realized, though, there is a little cheese you can do. If you go into the options menu, you can change the game settings to disable enemy aggression, and that makes this quest completely free because you don't even have to battle any enemies. But you know me, I don't like that kind of stuff. We're gonna battle him anyway. That big one pulled from a mile away though. Okay, maybe I should. Maybe I underestimated them. That was crazy. That's another one that just... They're pulling for like 15 miles away. How do they do that? This is just barely in our range. Okay, I joked. I could obviously disable enemy aggression. Ugh, I never did make a claim about the initial setup, saying, hey, I will never disable enemy aggression, but if they're gonna be so ruthless as to pull for like 15 miles away, those frickin' level 62s, I'm gonna... But yes, in case you're wondering, this is a G strategy. You can still fight whatever you want, but with this strategy, you'll never pull the stronger monsters and only fight enemies one at a time. Speaking of which, you probably need to be around level 62 or just be really lucky in avoiding them, because these monsters are incredibly crazy in terms of their range. Part of this though is kind of upped by the fact that other characters are not nearly powerful enough to be taking them out right now, so similar to World of Warcraft, they'll pull for like a mile away even though we're nowhere close to them. We could still get this done, we just need to disable the enemy aggression. Now, if there's a unique monster, that's where a problem happens. Unique monsters cannot be cheesed with this strategy. They'll still pull regardless, so you need to pay close attention to where they are at all times. But yes, by disabling the enemy aggression, the quest becomes free. In fact, you can make almost all quests free. All quest monsters, which turn into unique monsters, and the actual unique monsters themselves cannot be skipped in the same way. So if there is any even close to strong enough unique monster that's close by the area, I'm gonna have to fight it normally. Alright. Anyways, if we get all those items, and then return to the Ardanian garrison, we'll be able to finish the quest. Is that sale of rare treasures? Sniffy could only sell here. Go. Ah, metal bridges. Sniffy is still not sure why these so value. Those have demand for them is drawn, both no pun to provide side. Now Siffy have perfect lineup for initial shop opening, and that's another problem, so where else friends find those boot is? This is close to see about things fearful. No need to worry. You collect treasure using most covert sneaking techniques. Monsters never know. Friends, for any thanks friends for all of helping. Please state this as thanks. Alright. And this actually unlocks a trading store. That's actually kind of important, because if we want to get to Partia up a certain development level, we may need this. To be fair, Partia looks completely destroyed. It's almost like the monsters are in Chile. That's that. It's a pleasure. You may not know me, but you certainly know of me. You're the one who defeated the terrible Ajama, are you? Given your apparent skill, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Will you hear me out? See the juicy details. I'm a member of the Technological Research Center. The object you see beside me is what remains of a weapon used in a great war in an age-long past. To research how it operated and the functions it served. With any luck, we could use it as inspiration to develop modern weapons for the Ardanian army. There are similar weapons strewn all across Partia. I would appreciate if you could help me to collect them. We'll sort this out. I believe there are a large number of weapon relics out there, but 4 of them should be plenty for my purpose. Rely on you to bring me some excellent research samples. Alright. In case you're wondering, yes, to make the game a bit more fun, I am keeping enemy aggression on unless it's absolutely necessary for me to use in order to not get destroyed. Because then that would technically... You could most certainly do the entire game with enemy aggression on. You would just have to be a very specific level for each area to ensure you didn't run into encounters. Like, that one for the 62, you need to be around that range to fight them properly, which our team was not at the time. I'm intentionally saving their bonus experience for later. I never mentioned I would not use it, just only when I need it. Part of the reason is I need to engage in battles quite a bit for certain battles. Ooh, ancient knowledge. X steel circle. Now, in case you're wondering, this area is very massive. Tempartia has almost no skips in it, nor is there the way to get to anywhere without going through a monster-filled area of battles. Good grief, it takes like 50 minutes just to run. I will say though, whenever these fire monsters pop up, they're very annoying. These fly monsters are almost just as annoying as those Alushas I already saw before, except this time they're actually more threatening at around 3+ and other stuff. First time I went through this, I just barely scraped by just slowly avoiding all encounters, and that's because we never really needed to defeat any of that particular monster kind in Tempartia. Goodness. The weaving I have to do is kind of ridiculous here. Having to weave through all these enemies here. Oh great. Flying enemies again. Flying enemies are the worst. Oh, by the way, this, because this area looks kind of ravaged, but it has enemies in it, this could effectively be referred to as the dinosaur era if some people want to think of it that way, as there's lots of dinosaur-based monsters over here. And hardly any civilization over here in terms of humans. Oh great, there's... I was nowhere near that Saros at all, by the way. Okay, thank goodness. Like, I moved literally 0 feet away from him, and he still pulled me. I swear, some of these monsters have like super duper eyesight where they could see like 15 miles away or something, because that monster never should have seen me from that distance. Alright, I don't want to fight too many monsters, so we're gonna try and jump skip here to skip them. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to skip these ones. We'll just see, though. We'll try and go on the very right edge first. See if we can maybe skip some of them. Now, despite all this setup, not every single monster will be aggressive, only certain ones will be aggressive, even with enemy aggression turned on. You could also avoid them by just having the overleveled. If you are overleveled by them by a certain amount, then the chances they will aggro go down significantly. Okay, so it turns out we did not need to fight anything. Oh, these look like the weird parts for that circular thing. Ah, I see you finished collecting the ancient weapons. Very impressive. Here, friend, take. You have my gratitude. With these, my research should be able to progress by leaps and bounds. I'm sorry I had to offer you all with such a menial task. All the soldiers stationed here from Division 1 of the 2nd Imperial Guard, you know. I tried asking them for help. They have their hands full guarding Ajma, so I was sadly rejected. So we have a fair bit of research funds to spare. I'll be sure to pay you handsomely. Cheers. They look exactly like the keys that we found in a different area, but as it turns out, there's nothing to do here. It's sad in a way. But anyway, what do you have for the trading? Some decent money options. Well, there's one that requires both items from the normal salvage and ones for the treasure chest. I guess one thing I'll do before continuing on is there was this area I got really close to and intentionally didn't explore, and that's because I wanted to explore it with you guys. I mean the video. I wanted to get it on video so you guys could see where exactly to go. There's that thing back again. Of course, most of the time I've been attacked by enemies, I didn't even notice them. I guess to be fair, Gia is supposed to hold some dangerous enemies, like enemies from level 50 too, but then some of the strongest enemies are like 60 and then 61. It's ridiculous how strong they are at this point of the game. The only reason why I'm not taking out any monsters is I still want to like get to a particular spot first. Oh, look at this. This is an E for miasma. There's some secret collection shots we can kind of just go around while nobody is watching. Look at that big chest, though. Seems like a secret we might want to go for later. Although with this many monsters, I feel like, I'd rather not. We still haven't found any secrets for the true unfortunately. Oof quest, unfortunately. Right. Alright. Now the game has gotten halfway through, all monsters, even slightly lower ones, well, everyone's gonna be higher level, and some of the monsters are gonna get really strong eventually. So, I'm continuing on now. Well, there's that shaking box. Alright. Right, so we have figures. We have to go all the way into the main battleship. And now we have to stop Ben and the schemer. Oh, there's the Turkin. Alright, those are the Turkin we have to kill. Alright. Big battle right away. Whoa, where are we going? Oh, they're going into that side, huh? Alright. Alright. Nice. There we go.
ちょっと待つも。
ルニンさん、なんでここに。
なんでここにって、世界に冠たる料理集団下流団を手配したのはこの私も。
世界に冠たる
料理集団？
最高の料理を振る舞いたいってスペルビアから依頼があったから必死の思いで集めたのに、なんてことをしてくれたもん。
ってことは
この人たちはただの素人？
道理で手応えがなさすぎると思いました。
ほんならこの料理は？
Oh goodness.
どうしてくれるもん。貴重な料理が台無しもん。
ごめん、俺たちてっきり暗殺者かと。
暗殺者？何ちんぷんかんぷんなこと言ってるもん。それより弁償するもん。料理人と食材を集めるのにいくらかかったと思って。
爆発？
どこへ？
That must be that crate before.
今の音って。
格納庫で爆発だ。ラゲルト女王が到着されたばかりだってのに、まずいぞ。
Alright.
女王が到着ってまさか。
Queen is here. This is it.
あ
あ、こら待つも。踏み倒して逃げる気かも。ふんごふんごも。
Into the hangar we go. Of course.
何者です。まさか。
Oh, so he has his robot back.
そしてピンポーン、外れだけど当たりも。女王にはここで死んでもらうもん。スペルビアに謀殺されたことにすればまた大儲けだもん。
その声、アバリティア商会のバーン。
ピンポーン、大当たりも。
I figured that was that. I heard that Bana's come back in the roller.
アバリティア商会はネジ一本オイル一滴まで俺のものだもん。
待て、バーン。
お前よ、レックス。またこの俺の邪魔をする気かも。いちいちムカつくやつだもん。
ご主人、あの人工ブレイドはサクラ。それにしてはとんでもない力を感じるもん。
Yeah.
特にあの額のマークに。
何事です。これは。
なんとなんと、皇帝陛下までお目見えとは、飛んで火にいるなんちゃらも。
This is like a big battle scene set up.
あんたの悪巧みもここまでなんじゃないの？何しろこれだけの目撃者、言い訳なんて立たないよ。
全員ぶっ殺してしまえば死人に口な。
Oh, he's gonna fight us all.
確定するもん。
そんなことさせるわけないだろ。
サクラをパワーアップさせたこのグレートサクラ。
Alright.
この前のようにはいかないもん。
And we have to deal with Giga Rosa now. Alright. Okay, so as you can see with the weakness setup, Rosa has a weakness to lightning. So if we use lightning on him, he'll be dealt extra damage. So we'll start with Volt for that reason. But then we'll do a quick cancel of this art. In case you haven't noticed, Zeke's arts are some of the slowest in the entire game. In fact, they're so slow that you're better off just using different characters for a little bit, because you can get certain things built up faster than just using arts. And you can continue to cancel these arts by switching into other specials as well, which I just did now. So I used that to get 2 level 2s on there. Then we'll do Electrostasis, which should do some decent damage. There we go. Unfortunately, we can't finish with electric right off the bat. But yeah, otherwise, same trolley blast as we've had to deal with before. Meaning, blowdown is clearly a big weakness for us. In case you haven't already noticed, blowdown is my least favorite status to deal with in the entire game. It's super annoying and not really consistent. And more, of course, it prevents you from even using arts in the first place. Alright. Okay, we have the golden chain, so we're gonna do Zeke's level 4 for some good damage. This should do a lot of damage through weakness and everything. Bam! Nice. Let's try to wait for a break. Hopefully we can get a break. There's the break. Alright, let's see here. You do not have any weaknesses, so I'm going to just use Corbin in the first part. He was able to still go in the air, by the way, despite all of that. Alright. Ground's weakness is fire, but we're gonna use ground twice first. This ground should break this, because electric and ground are opposites of each other. There it is. Now I can use my level 2 if I want, but again, Corbin's just does so much damage. So we'll just use Corbin's ultimate instead. Nia, you will use Boreas, because Boreas is the most powerful one we have right now. And another elemental burst on top of that. We'll do fire. Fire in general just does quite a bit of damage, so we can use that. Then we'll target his weakness, this. That did a lot. I think we're gonna get a massive overkill here. This will help out with experience. Nia, you gonna use Boreas again? Oh yeah, that did a lot. He doesn't have his Fireman, so we'll have to do this as a backup. Ooh, 8,000 or so experience I saw on some of the characters. That was a nice one. Despite being old, we still got some decent experience on the other characters. Alright, nice.
貴殿を拘束する。最低は法王朝に委ねるが、国家元首の暗殺未遂、軽く済むと思うなよ。
Your sentence will be harsh.
時代の清少の末路。こんな形で立ち会うことになるとはね。残念です。
俺は
He's gonna find a way to escape.
こんなところで終わる男じゃないもん。お前ら死なばもろともだもん。
危ない。和田摘み。
承知。
So we just put up a barrier to try to chase that.
ネフェルエル・スペルビア、守ってくれたというの、私たちを。
よかった。
陛下、陛下。
Oh my goodness, Rag is really upset right now.
Giga!
Please, no, man. Oh, and there's the sign. So, it's crazy. So, whenever a core crystal of a master disappears in the right side area, that is effectively the signal of death in this game. And so far, we've seen quite a bit of it. Goodness. But now one of the main leaders dying, that's a big difference. Well, at the very least, Banna Schemer is finally gone.
注意。なぜそのような。まさか。お嬢様、それは。
まだ間に合う。急げ。
Hurry.
はい。 まだ仲間がいます。何やて。こっちです。インビディアの方々は避難を。もう分かった。
Morg's still staying here. Everyone just suddenly felt a lot of sadness for him. He was a leader of some kind. Oh, is Nia gonna try and save him?
Anata wa
もう大丈夫だよ。
Whoa, what just happened?
なんや気のせいって。人騒がせもほどほどにしてんか。
すみません。人影が見えたと思いつい。本当に申し訳ありません。
What?
まさか。
陛下。
ご心配おかけしました。
陛下。奇跡だ。
和田摘みがコアに戻り落命されたものとばかり。
たくあんたら軍人だろ。蘇生処置習わなかったの？
蘇生？だが傷が。
かすり傷だったよ。あの程度私と白虎の力でどうとでもなる。
では君が。
Alright, well here comes Nia being the hero character for once. He did say she's mostly a healer character, but this is the first time she actually did some good healing. Like, actually straight up reviving someone. That's nice.
一つ貸しにしとくよ。それでいいだろ。
いや。
Alright. Well, we pretty much got what we wanted. We saved everyone, even the even the general of the Ardadian army, or rather the leader of the Ardadian army. At least Ardadian as a whole. And we got rid of Banna once and for all. It's crazy. I figured he looked kind of suspicious at the beginning, after he sent me on what appeared to be a death mission. But then, seeing them fight us in Chapter 4, that was what really gave it away for me. But at least now he's finally dead, so we don't have to worry about him. He's been quite a that Banna. At least now he's... So who's gonna lead the Argentum Trade Guild now? Someone's gonna have to replace him. The question is who's gonna do it now?
お言葉ですが、それはお受けいたしかねます。昨日のようなこともあります。陛下のおそばを離れるわけには参りません。
本心ですか？顔に出てますよ。自分は天の聖杯と、いや、あの少年と共に旅をしたいと。
そんな、私は特別執権下。陛下の身の安全を守るのがその務め。それを差し置いて旅などと。これは和田摘みの。
自分の身が守れないようなドライバーは失格です。昨日の一件でつくづく自分にその際はないと気づかされました。これはあなたが持っていた方がいい。
陛下。
世界は今大きく動いている。あなたならそれを見極め、あの少年の良き力となれる。
Sorry, my mom's doing stuff, man. If you hear any noises, that's probably mom.
グーラの言いとる子。
Or me talking, I guess.
行きましたよね、二人で。
ああ、はい、覚えています。
近隣の村の子供たちもいて楽しかった。
陛下。
スペルビアに、いえ、アルスト全体にあのような日が戻ってきたら素敵だと思いませんか？
私の務めはそれだと。
本当ならこの椅子には姉さんが座るはずだった。
皇統は男子継承がスペルビアの慣例。陛下がお生まれになってそれは果たされた。高級に生ぜられた時から全て承知しております。
そのために父上はあなたを男として育てた。実弟ヘンドリクス公の子であったあなたを。
それには感謝しています。おかげで私は家具土と出会え、そして彼らとも出会えた。こんなに楽しいことはない。
そう、それがあなたの本心だ。あなたは素晴らしい力を持っている。そして力は正しく使われるべきです。
ネフェル。
もういいんじゃありませんか。解き放つんです、メレフラハット。
アグラドー。
陛下のお心遣い。
That's our full name.
感謝の言葉もありません。
Now we know.
承知いたしました。このメレフ、謹んでその任をお受けいたします。
それでこそ私のメレフラハット。よろしく頼みましたよ。
というわけだ。今しばらくよろしく頼む。
よかった。実はさ、もうちょっとだけ一緒にいてくれないかなって頼みに行こうと思ってたとこなんだ。
手間が省けたかな。
そうかもね。ありがとうメレフ。
バーンが介入したどさくさでいいように丸め込まれた。そんな感じすらするけれ
ブレイドの供給は法王朝の胸三寸。歯がゆいですな。
天然のコアからのブレイド発生率は低い。おのずと適性を持ったドライバーも限られてしまう。
ど、行き渡らせるにはアーケディアでの洗礼が必要ですか。それはよしとしましょう。問題は天の聖杯が目覚めたという事実。領有権がどうのと言ってる場合ではない。対応と読みを誤れば我がインビディアは雲海の底へと沈む。それを見越してかネフェル皇帝は子飼いのメレフを聖杯たちと共に行動させている。
借りを作ってしまいましたな。
まさかあのような行動に出るとはね。若さゆえか、それとも
女王陛下。
とにかく今は戦時体制を維持しつつ推移を見守るのが得策。あのルクスリアがすんなりと恭順するとも思えませんしね。
Back into more cutscenes. Alright, now we have the opportunity to potentially switch both the characters out. I'm gonna keep it the way it is right now, though. For now. You know, remember when we were trying to go to that kingdom of Tantal, or whatever? Yeah, we never really got to do that, did we? Let's try to at least explore that area now. Alright, here the news. Friends wanting to go to Tantal. Actually, ship captain was annoying and go into deep mourning for Lady Fan. There was nobody left to steer ship, and so Dora selected to replace. Dora never go there before, so I have to work hard to make trips. Yes, Dora, no, with Prince of Tantal on board, getting in should be a piece of pollen cake. Alright. Music seems similar to what I heard in the intro.
なんだよいきなり。好きも何も二人で一人なんだから分けて考えたことなんてないよ。
ほんまか？性格全然ちゃうと思うねんけどな。光は結構きついやろ。反対にホムラはおとなしいっちゅうか押しが弱いっちゅうか。
旗から見ればね、ホムラああ見えて結構芯は強いよ。負けず嫌いだし。
ドライバーのボンにはわかるってか？はあ、そないなもんかの。
ね
え、なんや？
ジークってルクスリアの王子様なんだろ？なんで法王朝にいたの？
なんでって言われても
な。ただ家を追ん出されただけやで。
ああ、ほう、お前何言うてんねん。ちゅうかいつの間にそこに。
どっちが好きやのあたりから。
どっちが好きや？やったら最初からやないかい。
王子な、感動されたんよ王様に。勉強もせんと国を出て遊びほうけてばかりやったからな。当然やわ。
ああ、遊んでたんぞちゃう。社会勉強や、諸国漫遊や。
諸国漫遊って遊んでるやん。
アホ。ちゅうかお前、何自分のドライバーディスってんねん。
面白いね、ジークたちは。
コンビやろ。
うんでも厳しいんだね、ジークの親父さん。
ルクスリアはな、鎖国してるんよ。許可なく外の世界に出るのはご法度。もうずーっと昔からそんなんやわ。せやけどこの性格やろ。何べんも勝手に外行って、ほんで大目玉食ろうって感動やわ。あれ15の時やったよね。
ああ、そんくらいやな。
ほんで行き倒れてるとこ法皇様に拾うてもろたんや。特使とかあれ嘘やで。
なるほど、それで法王朝に思いっきり納得。でもさ、そのジークが国に戻って平気なの？
今回は法王朝の大義名分があるからな。多分いけるやろ。それにな、ルクスリアは外の世界を知らんすぎる。今のままやとあかんのや。
殿下、ご指定の座標に到達しました。ご準備を。
おう、さいか。
任せとき。
何？
から黙ってみとき。ビビんなよ。
Alright.
陛下、玄武が浮上を始めました。
分かっておる。災禍だ。
では殿下が。伝え聞くところによれば、アーケディアで天の聖杯と接触を持ったと。
500年の時を経て動き始めるつもりか。ほう、マルベーニ。
陛下、
安寧なる日々守らねばならん。それがたとえ誤水の夢であってもな。
亀吉だね。
玄武っちゅう名前や。インビディアと同じ河川型のアースでな。普段は雲海の中に潜っとるんや。
まだ初秋やけど、ルクスリアは冷えるさかい風邪ひかんようにな。私寒いの苦手なんだよね。
多少の暖なら取れるから近くにいても構わないわよ。
私も。そういうとこ便利だよね、あんたたち。特技ですからね。
まあね。
カメちゃんはそんな格好で寒くないの？
ワイは鍛えとるからな。大丈夫や。
なんとかは風邪ひかへんって言うやろ。は、納得。
納得すんな。ちゅうかハモんな。
Alright. This was our goal I was trying to get to, and we finally made it. Oh my goodness. Took forever to do, but we finally made it. This is the Kingdom of Tantal. And true to its name, it seems like this is going to be the ice area. Well, at least now I know a bit more about some of the other stuff. Different elements have different opposites, like fire, water, electric, dark, and electric ground, and wait a minute. That means ice and air are both opposites. So that means air type opponents are actually weak to ice. That doesn't really make any sense, but yeah. I feel like it's been a long time since we've got to any new area. Speaking of which, let's see what the other areas are offering. Nothing at Goldmouth. Oh, I just realized if I want to properly check all the areas, I have to do some other stuff. But yeah, as you can see though, the map has gotten even bigger. If it wasn't already big enough, then yeah, it's gotten even twice as big now. Now there's like so many different titans to explore, it's ridiculous. This game, despite having only less chapters, feels almost larger than Xenoblade 1 was at the time, although both games are large in their own ways. Exploring 2 continents at the time, but each one of them was pretty big, like the Bionis and the Baconus, so they are pretty hard to go through. Oh! This is a cutscene. So now we see the kingdom.
ニア、ちょっと歩きにくい。いいじゃん。減るもんじゃなし。ホブラにこうしてるとあったかいんだよね。遠赤外線効果というやつじゃな。
はい。
詳しいな、じっちゃん。
私、ストーブじゃないんですけど。
お嬢様。段でしたら私の上で取られたらいかがでしょう。ホムラ様もお困りのようですし。
やだ。白子の背中、寒さで毛が硬くなってゴワゴワしてるんだもん。
そんな。
気のせいかな。エーテルラインの光が弱いような。エーテルラインって何ですかも？ほらあれ、アルスの体に走っている光の線のことだよ。
あの光はアルスの体を流れるエーテルの光なのです。人間で言えば血液の流れみたいなものですね。
よう気ぃついたな。玄武はな、他よりもエーテルの血流が弱いアルスなんや。気温が低いんも作物が育ちにくいんもそれが原因や言われとる。
冷え性みたいなもんかな。
まあそんなとこやな。
Right. It's nice to finally find a different area. Unfortunately, all that battling and other stuff, and now the cutscenes kind of took a little bit out of me. I think it's about time we end the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, you enjoy, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!